I talked about it in the intro to this video. It's really just a way to persuade someone into doing something that you want them to do. I know it sounds horrible, but it really is. If you think about it, if you're sending out, say, a database email, by the way, this is a great opportunity to variable rate clients that have a, say, prime minus point two or three, and you're trying to get that business because you're offering them maybe this crazy rate discount that you have, or even like the variable rate discounts that you have right now without like the special offers, you can win some business over there. And how you craft that email is going to determine the success you're going to have in drumming up business through that email. So, copywriting, in my opinion, is one of the most important skills. And it's not just about writing it out. Like, I've had many different benefits from going through copywriting trainings on YouTube or just practicing it myself over the years. And I could see it translate to other things in my life and in my business. For example, if you go to my videos, say 2 or 3 years ago on YouTube, a lot of them are brutal. Like, they're cringy to watch, but I keep them up there just for reference. And you can see over the years, like, I'm by far no means an expert at video. Like, I'm not the best at all, but I would like to think that I've learned quite a bit over the years and I've gotten better. And I think some of that is in part due to copywriting because I now know how to structure opening up a podcast episode or a YouTube video. I don't start off by saying, "Hey, it's Tom here from Commission Breath. Thank you for joining in. I want to talk to you about this today." I have a hook in there. That's why a lot of our episodes have that intro. That intro that I have before we get into the episode is actually, I type that out. So I type out that episode in the language that I'm comfortable with. It's not like a formal style of language. I write it out as if I'm talking. So I'm kind of jumping into some of the tips here. So before I get there, let's just talk about some of the different areas in your business that you can use it. So for me, I use it in my emails to my database. I use it to my realtor emails every Friday. That's huge. I get a lot of practice doing that. I use it with my webinars. I use it for my landing pages. I use it for, like I said, the intros to the podcast. Like, there's so many different areas you can use it in your biz. That's why I'm talking about it here today in this episode. So to give you an example of a really effective way that I've used copywriting is with our past business, Leadvine. So as a reminder, Leadvine was an old company that Brandon and I started where we were helping mortgage brokers book, well, we were booking meetings with realtors for their business. So on autopilot, they would just see these meetings pop up in their calendar. They would go to the meeting, show up, present to the realtors. And we even taught them how to present and pitch to realtors. So it was a really full package done for you service. And the offer was amazing. I mean, how can you not say no to meetings on autopilot? But besides that, in order to get them into the door and have them talking to us, there was a lot of marketing in play there. And a lot of that came down to our landing page that we built. That was copywriting 101 on a landing page. And we also had emails. We also had, the biggest one for us was kind of had like a little 4 slide pitch for mortgage brokers. And that was a really high converting slideshow that we did. And it was live with the person. So we met over Google Meet, and a lot of the lingo we had in there showing the math breakdown of why it made sense to purchase our service, which, by the way, wasn't cheap. It was $1,500 a month. So if I showed you the math, if I can tell you, hey, go learn this skill, this copywriting skill, maybe put in 2 to 3 hours of effort just to kind of learn the basics. If I told you to do that and you did that and you just upped your skill by 10x, and I mean, this is different than mortgage money, but just to give you an example of how much money we made from that, in 2 months, we onboarded 12 brokers and we generated $18,000 a month from those 12 brokers because we're charging $1,500 a month. Now, it was a lot of money. It was very hands on. That's kind of why we stopped doing Leadvine. It wasn't really our thing, the done for you service. But that goes to show you copywriting can be very, very effective. And I would like to think that the slideshow that we built that converted the mortgage brokers to wanting our service was one of the main reasons why we were very effective in the first 2 months.